So, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to X Scars of Humanity 21X, and today I got a story time video for you guys. And this is the time that I went to Seattle for the USA games. So, let's get started. So, this happened on June 29th, 2018. So, it was like no other morning. It was like I got up, got something to eat, got something to drink, went out for some walks, and I remember on this specific day, it was in the morning too. I had to go to Dimper Records at the time. It was just no longer a business anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So me and my brother decided to walk from our apartment complex all the way to Dimper Records at the time. So I was there to get this new record at the time called Boulevard Valentine Gravity. So I bought obviously the standard edition. I don't think they had the deluxe edition, but it is what it is. So I bought the album and I went back. Actually, I didn't went back yet. I just left the store, and my brother was getting thirsty on the halfway home, and I said, you know what? Here's $2, and go buy you something to drink or whatever you want to buy. It's up to you. And he decided to buy some vitamin water. So after that, we went home. And I just went in my room, put the CD in my CD player that I had at the time, and listened to the album all the way through, see how good or bad it was, the album, if I was a little bit on the album. So at my first listen at the time, I was very meh on it, because it was a very mixed reception record. So yeah, so this was, for me personally, I was a little bit mixed on it, because I didn't know if I was going to like it or hate it at first, until it was like more in the middle. There were some good songs, there were some mediocre songs. But so later that day, this is where this is the part this is gonna pick up. So at nighttime, we had to get everything packed and ready to go on our long road ahead of us at that time, which was basically our journey to go to Seattle, Washington for the USA games at the time. So basically, we got everything packed up, ready to go. We went to this Shell gas station to get some gas and get some drinks, and I remember getting some Mountain Dew, so obviously I'm a big fan of Mountain Dew. So anyway, and after all that said and done, we went to the freeway and our road to Seattle, Washington. So it took us about a couple days. We saw some mountains on, the scenery of the mountains, which was really nice. We usually at nighttime, I remember my ears were starting to pop every time you go to high elevation. That was, oh my goodness, that was not what I want. But the good thing, I had some music with me that I can listen to. But so yeah, so when we arrived to Washington, because my brother wanted to be a comedian, or my parents wanted to be comedians, about imitating that part from the movie Black Sheep with David Spade and Chris Farley. He's like, "Hello, Washington." That was the funniest part in the movie, anyway. But that's besides the point. That's what my dad wanted to say, or my brother, whoever at the time. So yeah, so when we arrived to Washington, we went to the hotel, or I think it was a hotel, I'm not really sure, I think it was, and we just left there and go to our aunt's house that lives in Natomas. And after all that said and done, we had to go all the way to Seattle to meet my coaches and my teammates there. So I guess I remember I was the first ones there. And I had to wait for them in the lobby, where we were staying at, the dorms at the time. So basically, what all that said and done, when they arrived, I followed them to where we're gonna be staying for the few days. So it was interesting for sure. So I unpacked everything, and after all, the first thing I did when I got there, I think I went to sleep. After that, I don't know, there was like an announcement or a presentation or some rally. I think it might have been at one point. I think it was the second or the first. I just can't remember. But I remember there was something like that, but I don't remember what day it was on now. So after that was said and done, we went back to our dorms, and I just took a shower and just head to bed. So that's what I did. So, and then the next morning I got ready, put my clothes on, my uniform on for the game for that day, because where our games were held at the time was at the arena, like a football arena or whatever it was at the time. It was like indoors. I was like, yeah, that's good. So it was outdoors. I mean, who knows it was gonna rain? Because Seattle is known for being rainy weather and stuff like that. But the good thing is indoors just in case. But so we played our first game because we did practices, of course. We did have to get or feel with the courts because this time the courts are made of fake grass, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what that is. So we did that. We played our first game. I think for our first game we played, we probably got second place. So we did kind of horrible, but not too horrible. So it was very close, I think, at the time. So, and also, and also we went to the go get our eyes examined, like getting glasses, and there were some shoes there, but something that I would not be interested in. But it would be kind of cool to put on the shelf or something. But the most unfortunate part was that our coach at the time didn't know what time it was, or what time our next game was. We thought it was at 2 o'clock or something like that, but unfortunately it was at 1:30. So, and we had to rush all the way back. We had to haul ass back to the arena, and I remember one of the workers there give us a lift and that little go kart, man. I was like, oh my goodness, I had to hold on like this, like I had to tell my teammate back there, say, hey, please hold on. It'd be a very smooth ride, I promise. Yeah, so we made it there in one piece, luckily, and we went out to play our second game. But our second game, however, was better than what we did with the first game. The second game, we got gold. So, and after all that said and done, we went in to do some things around Seattle. We went and took some pictures. I might show that here. I can't even snap my fingers right now on my left hand. So there you have it. There's our my pictures I took in Seattle, and so yeah. All that said and done, we went back to our dorms and waited the next day, and also we went to play our final game, which we did. Which the unfortunate part was on that day. I think it was the 4th of July. I think it was the 4th or the 5th. So on the 4th of July, we were there. We played some games like they had it in the field somewhere. I played the bottle toss. Actually, I wasn't bottle toss. It was the one you had to throw the ball to the bottles, and I got one. On my first try, I actually got all of them down. But I wanted to say because I want to do it the second time because I'm not cocky, right? So I throw the second one. I was not so lucky that time. I was like, come on. So yeah. So after all that said and done, I played some basketball, played some hoops and stuff like that, and after that we went back and watched the fireworks at the pier they had there, and we took some pictures, and so after all that we went back to the dorms, took a shower, and went back to bed. On the 5th, however, that was the day our last game was. I remember now. It was the 5th. So we played our last game. We got gold, of course. I remember some people were not so happy about that, about how we won, because they think we cheated somehow, but we didn't. We're just not good. We're professionals, obviously, but we're like pros. But after all that said and done, and my parents had to come up to me and my coach at the time, and we had a family emergency back home, and we had to rush to the hotel and get everything. I actually rushed to the dorms first. We get all my stuff and rushed to the hotel. My parents and my brother were staying at the time. After all that said and done, we have to go all the way home, which was going to be a long drive home. But the thing that kind of was different when we were on the way to Sacramento. It was like, where is this all smoke over here? Was there a wildfire that we don't know about? So there was a wildfire. I remember it was all hazy and stuff. I'm like, not this again. In 2018, the wildfires was a big no or a problem back in that time because it was really bad in 2018 here in Sacramento, in California in general. But other than that, we went home. I played some PlayStation 4, and yeah, I played some Heavy Rain at the time. So I'm gonna show you how big these medals are because that was what I was gonna show you, but I can't do it when I'm outside. So I'm gonna show you that right now. All right, we're back home in my apartment. This is what the thing looks like. I know you guys can see that. Let me just fix the lighting here. Okay, so I think I got it the best I could. So this is what it looks like. It says Special Olympics USA Games Seattle 2018. So I'm going to open it. Alright. So this is how big they are. This is the first one we ever gotten. Look how shiny that is. Ooh. That's what it would look like back in the day. So on this thing you put around your neck, it says Special Olympics USA Games 2018. It says on the thing. Okay. It says this one says right here, "Rise with Us." Really nice. This one is obviously it's the silver. And it also says that also on the back. So I'm gonna put this back in here. If I can actually put this in here, I'm gonna be right back. So I just put it back in where it belongs. So yeah, so if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and also there'll be more to come shortly. Thanks for watching.